Hi, loves. How are you doing today? So, I wanted to hop on live to do a guided meditation and also have a bit of a discussion around something that was really, affecting me and getting to me recently in the last few days, which is the conflict, the mass murder in the Gaza region and for Palestinians. And yeah, last night I was just, watching more videos. I'm not sure if you're super knowledgeable about what's happening with Israel and Palestine right now. I know before I went to Israel last year, I didn't have much of an awareness of what was happening in the conflict. If that's the case, it doesn't really matter. You just know that there is conflict that needs healing, and you've probably heard about the loss of life. I think at least 50 people were killed by Israeli soldiers when, well, it was the day that, the official day that the U.S. moved their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. So there was a lot of loss of life, murder, and just kind of learning more and more as I go along about what's happening in the region. And, the Palestinians are essentially, being fully occupied. Their lands, their homelands are being fully occupied right now. And it's just really sad. If you don't know too much about it, you can go on my page and kind of scroll through, and there's a few videos that you can go to learn about this. And this isn't necessarily to paint anybody out to be bad or, necessarily like taking sides. I'm on the side of love, which is all sides, and vouches for all beings. So I was really upset about this last night, just crying about it and just saying, like, how can I help? And, the best way, I think, for me, here I am on Vancouver Island, really far away from where this is happening, is to anchor in energy, because I know fully and truly that everything that happens has energetic causes. And I wanted to talk today about what I truly feel is an energetic cause that underlies in a very root, way, conflicts in the Middle East and conflicts all around the world, especially when there's murder or sexual discrepancies happening. So, we can look at situations like this and going, what the fuck? Like, why is our world so filled with war? If humans, we go around and we can see that, ultimately all humans want love. I mean, look at your friends and family and yourself, and we can see that humans really can be these beautifully hearted, loving beings that can really create wonderful things. So what is happening? Why do we, from little babies, and we can see the innocence of a child and of a baby, and that it wants love and it wants play and it sees all beings with love, like dogs, right? And how does that kind of end up into an adult that in some cases desires or acts to harm others, physically, sexually, mentally? What is going on here, and why has this been happening for so long? I would like to bring an idea to you that you might have not heard of or you might be very familiar with. But the root of what is going on is not something that, is just happening on planet Earth in the third dimension in the physical space that we can really see. I truly believe that there's a race of beings, and in fact multiple races of beings, that to our third dimensional eyes are invisible in most cases, that have come to planet Earth many, many years ago and flouted and ignored and broke the law of free will that exists in this universe, and came crashing through to Earth and really implanted themselves with the intention of taking over. Some of you might have heard this term, reptilians. that these beings, I'll refer to them as reptilians, although I feel that there's a few races of these beings that are, largely controlling the planet. I'll refer to them just as reptilians for the sake of this video. And so I just wanted to share this. I'm just remembering I wanted to share this video in my Facebook group, but I don't know how to do that, so I'll just share it later. So these reptilians, have come to this planet and are almost like puppet masters, and they infiltrate our culture. They've been here for thousands of years, and we can't see them. For most of us, we can't see them. Some people have seen them, some people can see them, and sometimes they incarnate or they come as humans or human looking. So automatically, like wherever you're at, this might seem like a really far out idea, but what feels more far out to me is that a beautiful innocent baby can grow up to be a person that hates other people and kills them or rapes them. From that to that, that's what seems really far out and weird to me. So I feel very certain about what I'm talking about right now, that there are these beings, these races, reptilians, that are largely influencing corporations, governments, and one of their favorite things to feast on is human sexuality. So this is why we see a lot of perversion in sexuality, while there's huge and massive, porn addictions, while there is, child pornography, while there is, human trafficking. All of what is behind this is because these energies feed off of sexuality, especially when there's fear involved, and they feed off of fear. They feed off of chaos, they feed off of trauma, they feed off of fear, they feed off of perversion. And so they implant themselves into the world to create more of it. And because we have been so cut off from our true reality of seeing ourselves as the multidimensional beings that we are, largely because of these beings coming in and fucking shit up, we play into feeding them very easily, right? We're traumatized. We're scared. Humans are very scared right now. We pretend that we're living our lives, our daily lives, no problem, and we go on Instagram, post cool pics of us doing things. But as an intuitive, as a practicing intuitive, I feel we're all intuitive, but as someone who's very energy aware, I definitely can tell you what you already know. Humans are scared, and it's working. It's working for these beings. It's working for the reptilians, and this is who I feel is behind war. This is who I feel very much is behind conflicts like we see in Israel and Palestine. We can't see them, and actually what's happening is because of their control with, say, the church or with political institutions. They have played their strings, their puppet strings, so that we as humans believe or think that people are crazy or people are insane if they believe in multidimensional reality, if they believe that other beings could exist that we can't see, if we believe that other beings might be playing roles here that we can't see that are fearful. They have actually injected themselves into the system to create disbelief around that, so that we stay asleep. And it works for them. It works really, really well for them. So now is the time to awaken and to reclaim our multidimensional heritage and to honor that even though we might not see them with our physical eyes, we can feel their presence in people and situations and really everywhere we go. And this doesn't need to be a scary thing, because when we awaken to this, we can see these are my brothers and sisters. These are my brothers and sisters that have lost their way, but I'm willing to love them anyway. It's the exact same thing that we do for people that we can see, right? People that are kind of messed up, or whatever you want to call it, we can still extend our compassion and see them as our brothers and sisters, right? So if you're looking for evidence of this, you can go and you can look into major political leaders' eyes, especially those who are, very corrupted. You can look at major Nestle, the CEO of Nestle. I really felt it in him. You can look into the eyes of these leaders or these people, and you can see this reptilian or strange, almost alien energy in their eyes, as if something in them is not fully human. You can see this in Donald Trump if you look, right? So this doesn't need to be a bad thing, but what it does mean is it's time to reclaim our planet, Because as humans and as beings who are seated on this planet, born on this planet, it is our right to live in peace and to live in love on this planet. And anything that prevents that from happening is interfering with the law of free will. So it's our opportunity and really our responsibility to reclaim our God-given, goddess-given, source love-given inheritance of living in love, in peace, and in union. In order to do that, we need to get real about what's happening. We need to stop having so much crust in our eyes and being so confused about what is happening and why this is going on, and look to our multidimensional nature to realize that there's a war being fought for Earth that we actually cannot see. And it is that war that is behind the physical wars that we are able to see. So there's going to be no healing for war and conflict if it's just on a third dimensional physical level. There is no amount of political interface or discussion or dialogue or laws that will change what is happening on this planet, because that is not connecting with the root of what's going on. So it's my, belief that when we look at the multidimensional nature and we look at the reptilians and we can see them, we can feel them, and we look at our demons, so to speak, and we look at the demons that are, on this planet, so to speak. We look at them, we feel it, and we integrate. We show up for duty, we show up for deep cleaning, and we look at that which needs to be integrated and cleaned. That is when we will heal this planet. These beings don't want us to look at them because they thrive off of our fear. There's going to be people who are going to close this video because they can't even bear to think about these beings. That deep down that they know that they're real and they're not going to go there, because people believe if you think about them, if you give them any attention, then you're inviting them into your field and you're going to get taken over. But it's actually the opposite. When you show up with presence to face your demons, internal or external, they're the same fucking thing. You actually disarm them, because beings that operate from fear benefit from fear. So if we're fearful and we run away and we don't want to look at it and we go into our caves and we just want to meditate just on the light all the time and that's it, that's all, and that's all we're ever looking at, that's a lot of resistance and fear and the energy of running away, which actually strengthens them. So if we look at them and extend our love and blessings and say, you really piss me off, but I'm here to extend my love and compassion to you. You're my brother and my sister. Cosmically, galactically, we are the same. Then we disarm them and we discredit, how that they are planning on receiving energy. So I feel really that the conflict in the Middle East and all of this pain and trauma can be healed by light workers, by awakened beings looking at what is uncomfortable. There are, human trafficking, sex slavery, child pornography, all of this stuff, rampant racism, abuse, torture, all of this is happening on this planet. It's our job to look at it. It's our job to say, what's behind this? I'm willing to look at the beings behind this and seeing them. And once we look at them, we bring our light energy. We are made of light. We bring our light energy and instantly we start to dissolve. Instantly we start to heal what is happening. Right, so it's really important that we look, and we're going to get into a meditation in just a second here that involves us looking and not turning a blind eye just because it's uncomfortable. There's so many people and souls that are suffering that could be so benefited by strong individuals coming together, standing up and looking at what's happening, looking behind the scenes, calling things out for what they are, and still extending love and still extending grace and inclusivity. So let's get into a meditation here, and we'll go from there. So if you just want to close your eyes with me, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, or in a better way that works for you. And just bringing in, calling in the frequency of light to start off this meditation. As you breathe in, connect with your inner body, connect all the way down into your womb or your stomach area. And breathe in light all the way down from the top of your head, your crown. Breathe in a white or a golden or a pink or a blue light all the way down through the third eye, so in between the brows. the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the womb or the stomach, second chakra, the root, breathing in this light and infusing your field with light. This is always a key step. If you're going to do the deep shadow, dark work of looking at that which is causing fear and trauma on the planet, we need to be pillared in the light. We need to be pillared in love before we go there, because this is what ultimately protects us deeply beyond protection. And so anchoring in this light and honoring, as you say to yourself, I am the light, I am love, nothing can harm me in spiritual truth. In spiritual truth, I am unfuckwithable because I am love. I am an extension of God, Goddess, Source energy. There's nothing that can ever hurt me. And as you ground down into Mama Gaia, feeling this light entering into your whole energy field, the light of Mama Gaia. And we ask to be transported with Archangel Michael's assistance, with his blue-violet ray and powerful spiritual protection, to the lands of what some may call Israel, what some may call Palestine, Gaza, this area on the planet. And we ask to be lovingly transported here with our higher self's grace. And as we breathe in, anchor in your light into this area, feeling gently the experiences and the trauma of those who are in this region. And anchor in light to the earth. See that desert land being impregnated with light. See, you might even have visuals of these reptilian beings as you anchor in the light, because they're literally allergic to light. And so they might be coming up and out of the ground as you do this. Love them anyway. This is our beautiful secret weapon that is no weapon at all. Love. Love is what heals all things. And if you're brave enough to go here and anchor yourself into love, as you share love, implant light into these areas, you are really anchoring your power into this planet and deciding enough is enough. It's over. It's not time anymore to be scared of that which we might consider monstrous. It's time to integrate all of this in through love. So anchoring this love, we ask that Source energy please impregnate the lands of the Middle East, and especially Palestine, Israel, Gaza, and all of the people who live there. We ask the pure, potent light anchor in to these lands. So we ask that we have compassion for all the beings involved behind the scenes. We ask that Archangel Michael and Source energy please clear, release, delete, and transmute the root of this trauma and of this war across all time, dimension, space, reality now. Again, the root of the trauma and the war with Israel and Palestine, the root cause of it, we ask that Source energy and Archangel Michael please clear, release, delete, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, reality now. We ask that our brothers and sisters whom we call reptilian receive so much love and so much acceptance from our true heart spaces. We are not here to fight you. We are not here to hurt you. We are here to open our hearts and extend and invite compassion and love for you. We are not here to resist. We are here to love and to look at you, to love and to look at you, and to say thank you. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for you too come from love, as all beings come from love. They have inverted the energy of love, so it looks almost like the opposite of what it comes from, but it still comes and is powered from love. And we ask that love guide the situation. We ask that love touch each and every reptilian being with love and joy and acceptance for who they truly are. And we ask that this love extends through the region of the Middle East, so that all beings may feel this love, may feel this acceptance, may feel this integration. We ask for the blue-violet ray of Archangel Michael to enter in deeply into these lands, into these people, into everybody involved and everybody touched. And again, May the root cause of this trauma and all trauma on the planet be cleared, released, deleted, and transmuted by source energy across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And you can see light infiltrating into anywhere that you feel called as we again affirm. May the root cause of any trauma or war in Gaza, in Israel, and Palestine be cleared, healed, released, and deleted across all time, dimension, space, reality now. May the light workers awaken to our truths. May we be courageous enough to be warriors of the light and of the dark, to be integrated, to see with eyes that can truly see, to hear with ears that can truly hear, to integrate the darkness and the light together, and knowing that all is love beyond any outward appearance. May we be guided, protected, and loved. May the Archangel Michael surround us with love and beauty. And may we be courageous enough to face what scares us. May all the beings who are affected by this violence and this chaos please be held in light. May Archangel Michael, may Source Energy, may love hold all beings who have been affected by this violence, by this pain, by this chaos. May light enter into their cells, into their bodies, and may Archangel Michael clear their energy fields now in love and in union. May all beings awaken. May all beings know themselves as love. May all beings know themselves as free. May all beings know themselves as one. Taking a deep breath in with light and honoring yourself for being courageous enough to go into the shadow realms and to share your light in them, because this is truly what we are here to do. This is truly what we are here to do. Deep integration, going into the depths and the darkness. This is what true light working is also about. And as we breathe in, feel into the earth, Mother Earth supporting you, anchoring you in, feeling your tree roots move from your legs down into Mama Gaia. And washing yourself and the whole planet in light as we gently conclude this meditation, seeing light move around this whole earth, in the Middle East, in Gaza, Palestine, Israel, wherever you live, wherever you are. And once more, may the root cause of war and violence in Gaza and Palestine and Israel be cleared, be healed, transmuted, cleared across all time, dimension, space, reality by source, pure love energy now. We are looking, we are hearing, we are seeing, we are leaving no one behind. Our energy and our presence washes the world in love and in awareness, and all beings are now awakening in love. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a spiritual warrior. And if you resonated with this video, please share it far and wide so that Gaza, Palestine, Israel can receive waves of love. We're here paying attention. We are here hearing, feeling, holding space for the trauma of others, not putting it under the rug because it does not fit into our spiritual paradigm of only light and love. We are here to integrate all experiences through the elixir of love. Many blessings.